You meet so many people here.
I know. Well, I knew I could put over here and find So we also have one that half-time, but by half-time they only attacking today was their day, that was it. I didn't because we had
and then she says, I still and then I said, it's great. What?
Good afternoon, bon dia. Welcome to this stream of the European Lacrosse Championships 2024. We're here live from Portugal, Braga, to bring you the second play-in game of the day, Germany versus Norway. We've already seen a fifth team enter those quarterfinal stages, and that was Italy, defeating Spain 12-5 earlier on this afternoon. Germany-Norway now the next game, and the winner of this, of course, advancing to those quarterfinals. Now, we've seen Germany be excellent all tournament, and Norway, those underdogs who've really had a great showing on the field, sometimes not quite managing to get the win, but the Germans only with one loss to their name. And if we're talking about Germany, how can we not talk about the superstar number one, Sofia Jokulski? She's been the do-it-all midfielder for this team. She leads the team in points. She's been incredible on the draw circle and also helping the team out with some of those caused turnovers in defence. We expect to see the ball in her stick for a lot of this match. And I'm going to hand over to our Norwegian experts here, Arne Pedersen, former coach of Team Norway. Arne, who should we be looking out for on the Norwegian team?
It's going to be exciting. Norway, you saw them, I think, strategically rest a lot of their players yesterday in preparation for this game, so they have as strong a start possible. Number 15, Stina Bjørnnes, has been a key player for this team and was out the past 2 days with an injury following their game with the Czech Republic. It looks like she's dressed to play, so it'll be interesting to see if she's able to make a difference today. Other than that, we've had Carolina Friedmans step in on the draw. Has had a great 47% success rate and has come off with their MVP vote the last 2 games in a row.
And what number is she?
She is number 5, and I would always say you can never count out the goalie, Kina Odegaard, here. Where is she? Number 20. Always the basis of a lot of that energy on defense, the famous fist pump. But I'm really excited to see also what Germany brings here. They've had an incredible passing game, incredible midfield game. Even in that game against, I believe it was Israel yesterday, that was very tough. They managed to outscore them at the end, which shows that they have that endurance to perform the whole game, even while missing one of their most important contributors, Tony Garba, who went out early in this tournament. She had a commanding 82% success rate on those draws, but they've been able to maintain that energy in the midfield. So I'm excited to see where this game goes.
Yeah, and it has largely been Jokulski contributing on the draw as we see her go to the centre circle right now. A reminder that the winner of this match will play Scotland in their quarterfinal match. That will be tomorrow. So both teams vying for a place in the quarterfinal, as it is Jokulski, the player to watch for the German team, who comes up with that first draw control today. So Germans now settling it behind. Having a look here for a crease drive, but no dice there.
And we do have our first call of the game. Going to be awarded to Germany on the top of the 15, number 34, Theresa Geisinger, player out of Hamburg.
She opts to pass it off down low, finding a wide open Devon Ortman. But Arne, you highlighted the goalkeepers at the top of this, and that is a fantastic first save in goal for the Norwegian goalkeeper. I'm really interested to see how this match does go. Germany coming into this, the hot favourites. They've looked really strong in their group, although did come unstuck against Israel. So Germany coming off a tough loss to Israel there, where they really weren't able to show what they were capable of and relied heavily on a couple of key players, including Jokulski. Whereas Norway, having been the underdogs in a number of matches, are coming straight off a great win against Austria.
Yeah, they had a great strong showing against the Czech Republic, keeping that tied or maybe 1 goal ahead at halftime. And that was the day after they matched Ireland 4-4, I think, at the halftime. So they came from a tough group, but have had a really strong showing. It's just maintaining that for the full game. I can also say on their attack, number 18, Anina Jonseth, has far and away run away with this points tally. She's ranked, I think, number 16 in the tournament with 13 points. Had a birthday yesterday, scoring 4 goals against Who are they playing? Austria.
Austria.
And then today we have another birthday. Not we. They have another birthday. Tala Solfjell, another key player on attack who's turning 33.
Wow, well, happy birthday to Tala and to Anine, belated one for yesterday. We hope that they're able to put in some strong performances on their birthdays. As the Norwegian team now bringing this across from defence. A couple of minutes into this game, the score is still standing at 0-0.
Pressuring up high by the German defense. I think that's a smart move. They're already passing them off right to those high attackers, not letting Norway have it easy across that restraining line. Placing the pressure on early.
And a nice clear there from Norway. We saw a streaking cutter in the middle, but the Norwegians opting to take a bit of time, which I think is a good decision. And a hard drive here.
Attempt there by, I believe, number 7, Christina McGrory. Nope, that'll be an Indian set, taking that at the top of the 15. And we'll see Norway spread out these passing options as well, so they have some different plans of attack. And they will get that shooting space right off the pass.
So the ball now with the captain for the Norwegian team, Bjornes. But they look content to pass it around and find a nice cutter there. I would have loved to have seen her take that in her left hand. Might have increased her angle there.
Yeah, but you could see a lot of good pressure there, smart body positioning by the Danes. So I think that was a well-deserved turnover there.
So ball in the stick of Stepan, a defender playing for Munich. Passing the ball behind between the German players. Seeing another attempt here at a crease drive.
Nice slide there to prevent that strong drive around the crease, and goalie Kina Odegaard is going to come up with that ground ball.
I think that's quite a nice idea, the question mark dodge. I really don't mind that. I think she just needed to generate a little bit more power.
Great stick in the passing lane there by 31. We've seen that happen a couple of times early in these games with Norway. They have to remember to have that fake everywhere you are on the field. It's not just something you need to remember on that in that attacking area. Nice back check there, I think, by number 16, Andrea Granerud, a player for Saints Lacrosse, player and founder of Saints Lacrosse, I'll say, in Oslo.
I think what we're seeing here is both teams with some early match jitters. Just a reminder for anyone watching who is not up to date with the new format of the European Lacrosse Championships, it is only the top 7 placing teams in this tournament who will qualify for the World Championships. So not only are these teams playing for a place in the quarterfinal, but they're also playing for a chance to keep their hopes of World Cup qualification alive. So a few little extra meaningful bits on this game, riding on this game now.
Yes, and important to mention that there will be a separate championship, a Division II championship for those teams. I think 9 further teams will qualify from Europe to take place in an event, so they will get that further high-level international experience and maintain that competition, just not at the not with the top teams with the rest of the world.
Yeah, and of course every team here wants to be in that championship division for the World Champs. Just means there's a little extra at stake on this game than there usually would be. But we see a whistle there.
And I think if you come out of this tournament with that knowledge that you've won the right to further compete against those top 7, it's not 7, but I think 20 total teams from around the world, you have a different level of motivation when you're going to those training camps every 6 weeks, every 2 months with your team. Beautiful finish there.
The first goal of the game. It is for one of the Yukolski
I believe
twins.
it's Charlotte there.
Charlotte with the goal. That's number 9. We do have 2 Yukolskis playing on this team. They are twin sisters. They play with number 1 and number 9. So that is the first goal of the game for number 9, Charlotte Yukolski. So the Germans with an early lead, but it has been scrappy today so far.
And we watched an incredibly close game earlier today between Switzerland and Austria, with Switzerland finally coming through with their first win of this tournament. A lot of incredible energy on that field.
Yeah, that was a great game. I really enjoyed that one. Switzerland beating Austria 10-7 earlier today, but that not a match that will see teams progressing to the quarterfinals. So a reminder, our current teams in the quarterfinals are England, Israel, Scotland and Ireland, as well as Italy joining them today. And one of these two teams will face the Scottish in their quarterfinal tomorrow. As we see Norway setting the ball behind here, looking for some outlet options. Good defense from the German side.
Oh, a little bit of a push there, I would say. You could see those arms pushing right out, and Paulina loves taking the opportunity to start that ball, not relying on the whistle, using that self-start as quickly as possible. I think we needed to see a little bit more finesse with that finish on that goal. Too easy for the goalie to read. But hopefully we'll see them make those adjustments.
So the ball brought down by Lena Mulhans, an attacker out of Cologne. A nice feed in there.
Great defense, though. They were ready for that pickup. I think we see Norway a little slow on these initial cuts through the 15-meter. They've got to be careful with those. But once this attack settles down, they've looked quite good with matching up and being ready for those feeds.
It is Charlotte Jakolski at the centre hash mark. She just scored the last goal, but not able to convert on that one. As you can see, the Norwegian sideline jumping up and down for another fantastic save. So Odegaard keeping the Norwegians in this match at the moment.
Just about 5.5 minutes left to go in this opening quarter. Competitive ground ball fight there between both teams. I think the game we saw earlier today was the first game I think we can say was decided by the ground ball performance of both teams. We saw Switzerland coming up with probably 70 to 80% of those 50-50 ground balls. It truly made a difference in that game.
And wow, that was a fun shot there. I actually thought it had gone in, but it hit the side netting.
And they will get a flag on that and bring the ball outside the 15. I believe it's going to be up with number 19, Anniken Haug, who plays with Oslo Lacrosse in the capital city of Norway.
And there are some of the Norwegian fans. We can see some Viking horns. And a great move there. Goal from Anniken Haug Hemsted. Number 19 for the Norwegian team. I was almost concerned that her celebratory jumps were jumping in, crossing over into the circle. But a solid free position attempt there to bring the scores level to 1-1 in this first quarter.
Yeah, and I think as we've seen through this tournament, being awarded those 15-meter free position shots is really not a guarantee anymore that you're going to convert that into a goal. So good on them for being able to convert that right at the beginning of this game and even them up with Germany.
So back to the draw circle. It's 1 apiece. Jakolski to Jakolski there on the draw. Charlotte coming up with it.
And we see Anniken Midtun and Pauline Frydenlund so far taking turns on this draw, which means I think due to that injury, Stina Bjørnnes, their key draw taker in the beginning of this tournament, has decided to focus her efforts possibly more on attack and getting that ball in the net.
So the Germans moving the ball around.
The key differences between these Jakolski sisters, if you haven't turned into a Germany game before, Number 1, Sophia, uses a ponytail, while number 9 always uses a braid. So it's easier for people to understand which one is taking lead on a play.
Here they are lined up next to each other. Both still really young players, still at high school. As the German team making an uncharacteristic stick handling error there, will give the ball back to Norway. This has been a cagey first quarter.
It has. I feel like we don't have a sense of where this game is going to go just yet. We have just around 2 minutes left. So we'll see how Norway chooses to use this time. But they're going to have to be very careful about these passes in the midfield. Germany is ready to get their sticks up and in those passing lanes.
And a good high pressure ride there from the Germans sees them turn it straight back over.
Nice job of taking number 1, Sofia Yukolski, off that initial drive line, slowing her down, allowing the rest of the defense to filter in. But a shooting space call there, I believe, as she re-dodged and went for that shot.
And she is powering in.
And it looks like a save right before the goal line by Kina Odegaard. You see that fist in the air. She's ready to get these defenders pumped, keep them fighting. As defense decides to protect this ball as much as they can, and that looks like a bit of a wayward pass, but I think that's number 4, Sigrid Neskarø, keeping it in bounds. No, it'll be Germany ball. Great pressure from them in this midfield game so far.
We see Sina John into the game for the first time for Germany, number 16. Oh, and a quick look at the Norwegian fans again.
Now is not the time, cameraman. Nice little save there by Kina. I don't think Germany was able to get much power behind that shot.
And we're just seeing both of the teams rushing their shots a little bit at the moment, not taking those high percentage shots that their coaches would like them to. I'm sure those will be hot topics of discussion in the break.
I think Germany could also engage these off-ball attackers a little bit quicker, create some more movement here. And that's going to be the end of our first quarter.
So a really shaky start to the match by both teams. As we've mentioned, a lot riding on this game. But we will leave you at the quarter-time break here. The score is just 1-1, Germany-Norway. And we are back here in this playoff match between Team Germany and Team Norway. A really low-scoring first quarter. Scores 1-1. I'm Sophie Coombs-Roberts, joined by Arne Pedersen, a former head coach of the Norwegian national team. Arne, what do you like about your former team in this match so far?
I think a lot of this energy on defense, a lot of this resilience that we are seeing is coming from the goalie. She's been a key player. I think they need to make a little bit smarter attacking choices. I think we've talked about it on both teams now. I really don't think either one has shown what kind of tempo they want to take, what kind of game they want to run yet. So I think this second quarter is going to be very interesting to see how things develop. Ground ball there, well earned by Germany.
Another draw control for Jakulski. As the ball is behind now with Jule Nyberg. Completely free Nyberg in front of goal there. Jakulski on the assist. That was far too easy for the German team. I'm not sure what the miscommunication was from the Norwegian defence, but regardless, Nyberg manages to finish on the doorstep for her first goal of the game, and Germany take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, you can see them going for that second slide, but that second slide ended up on the wrong side of that attacker, so they're defending her back instead of stick side. So I think next time you'd want to take the risk and just go for the passing lane, take that ball out of the air, because you may be preventing a roll to this, but it's going to be a left-sided roll, so less likely to see in this game with these most players being right dominant. And that will be another Germany ball.
Yeah, Germany now possessing more draw controls than the Norwegian side. Jakulski with a lot to thank there as Pedersen throws it over the line.
That's going to be a shooting space. I think that was a smart check decision. Not too wild there by number 5, Paulina Friedman. But we will clear the 15-meter with number 21, Pernille Rognelin, going 4 meters behind.
Surprised not to see her pass it off to Gessinger, who was completely free to her left. Instead, she opts for a harder pass, and it doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, sticking to the sphere there by Germany. Norway smart to cut off that initial goal line extended passer there. We know they work a lot on those free position setups and going over every scenario that they can encounter with those key players or key contributors on the other team's offense.
So the game continues much as how it did in the first quarter, it being an up and down affair, with Norway now looking to transition the ball.
I think making some substitutions outside of camera view as they restock that midfield line. And that's number 17, Emilia Fagerhøy, trying to get that ball up the sideline, and she'll get that ball back after some extra pressure there from Germany. And you can see these Germans keeping their eye on the ball as it moves around the 15-meter. Oh. And that is a beautiful roll there, a signature by Tala Solfeld. Wonderful little birthday goal for her.
How great, scoring a goal on your birthday. And we have seen her score a number of goals that look just like that one throughout the tournament. I think the German coaches will perhaps be a bit disheartened by that. They will have scouted that and seen that that is, as you say, her signature move. But she makes no mistake there, tucks the ball underneath, finishes it into the back of the net. Oh, yeah, sorry. Slightly different camera angle. I thought they might have disallowed the goal, but they have not. And Norway bring it back even again.
Yeah, and
Score
we have
2-2.
Stine Bjørnnes back on the draw, I think, for the first time this game. Let's see if this can change their possession game. And it looks like a beautiful opportunity there to get that ground ball.
A real scrap for it here.
Germany fighting every second of the way here, and they will get that possession.
So back into the German attack. Ball up here, Gessinger powering a really strong right-handed shot. Top right-hand corner, nothing the goalkeeper could do about that one. That is the type of firepower that we need to see from the Germans if they want to put away in this match.
Yeah, and you could see the Norwegian defender trying to take her offline there, but that strong right-handed shot, it was just beautiful.
Yeah, that is goal there, attributed a great individual effort from Theresa Gessinger.
Player out of Hamburg, which you'll see well represented on this team. A very strong club we often see at the European Championships, them and Munich. On the club game, not the national game.
Gessinger actually lives and works in 3 different places, Berlin, Hamburg and Kiel. And what commitment that we see from her to improving her game. She actually travels more than 400 kilometers a week to make sure that she can attend all the practices.
Oh my goodness, exhausting when you think about the time needed to dedicate to these kinds of teams.
I know, absolutely.
Great defense here in front of the cage by Pernilla Roglanen, and great reading of that ball by the goalie. Not sure what we're going to see here. Is this ref time?
I thought that was a great pass, and I actually then thought it was some good defense, but they have issued a yellow card for a dangerous push.
I think that's to number 34, Sigrid Solheim, making her debut in this tournament. Plays out of KSI, which is KSE for the English speakers, in Kristiansand in southern Norway.
Yeah, she's been called there for dangerous play. So the Germans will be a player up for the next 2 minutes, a great opportunity for them. Not surprised to see them pass that free position out and just take some time, work for the best possible opportunity and find this player up.
Yeah, by moving this ball around quickly. Oh my goodness, what the perfect time for an interception. That is going to knock some key time off this card while they wait for that next defender to get to replenish to a full 66.
And that is a disappointing result for the Germans there.
I would have hoped to see them pass that around quickly around that 15-meter, really confuse the defense with the movement of the ball.
Yeah, pass just far too prescriptive. One thing that may be picking up on from the German team at the moment is that the simplest solution is often the best one, and no need to miss out people on those passes, otherwise they'll get picked off, just as we saw that one there. However, Norway are being hounded here by the Germans.
Got to be careful with these passes. They're lucky with that. Anniken Midtun sends it, and gets it shoved right back in her stick by the German defense. As we said, you're going to have to look for fakes on those regular passes.
And you can just see the Norwegian team panicking a little bit under this high pressure. Germans obviously having an extra player out there due to that yellow card being served.
And I think we saw this yesterday as well with the Germans. They did not wait to have those yellow cards run out. They went out quickly with that pressure and a double.
Yeah, I love the pressure from the Germans. It's exactly what I'd love to see more teams doing when
I think that's going to be a off-ball foul there in the midfield, possibly on number 3, Tala Sofia, for detaining.
I actually think it was. I think it was for offside.
Ah.
I think as they were trying to use the restraining line to switch, they had too many players in the attack. So the German team throwing it away once again. And this is not what head coach Cara Sanford wants to be seeing from her team. They are leading, but we've seen so much great play from the Germans this tournament, and this, so far, although early stages in this match, has not been their best showing.
No, and I think it shows maybe they used a lot of legs yesterday in this game against Israel, where Norway made that strategic decision to give as much rest to their players as possible, to their key contributors. And we'll use up those legs as much as they can.
But again, the ball turned back over. It's really up and down this game so far.
I assume we've seen that card expire at this point. I haven't been able to see if we have full numbers just yet.
So, ball back with the German team, who are wearing white this afternoon. Norway in their traditional red.
Great chase here by number 18, Anniken Midtun. She's going to slow down that ball carrier, number 7, to Tabby Quillitz.
And ball just off screen here. German settling it behind. Oh, a nice roll underneath there.
Lucky on that, I think Germany and a lot of other teams have been so successful with that dodge underneath the defensive carrier or defensive block.
That was Mulhans. And she will be awarded a center hash mark here. Great free position opportunity. But she passes off.
And that's going to be shooting space.
Yeah, and this pass off to Ortman, who gets that shooting space call. Ortman, who we've seen perhaps adding a bit more impact in the defensive end, but has also been a key contributor on the attacking side of things. As she passes it back to Mulhans.
Norwegians were able to get a stick in that passing lane, and you can see they're going to allow that. Hands up by the officials, counting it off.
Yeah, and you can see that the German players, Mulhans was looking for a foul there. She wasn't given it. I think that was the right call from the officials, actually. I don't think there was any illegal contact there. Okay, so the Norwegians now looking to clear the ball.
Maria Stenmark, she looked beautiful in that game against Austria yesterday, powering that ball all the way up the midfield with really strong midfield pressure there by the Austrians.
Norwegians sending the ball behind. This is Tolfield, the previous goal scorer.
Looking for that outlet, and they're going to get a call. I can't see the hand signals from the officials there.
Well, I can't see what that was for either. Potentially a push. I actually thought the body position was okay there.
I'll agree with you. I'm not sure what that was about. Oh, thrown off course there by some defensive sticks, but I think they retained that ball.
They have indeed. And another shooting space called here for Solfield. So she will have the free position opportunity. Another one here.
And she's strong with both those hands. And what a, what was it?
Yeah, no,
that was
it.
in the neck. What a fire shot there.
I absolutely love her celebration. We've seen it a few times. She bends the knees, double fist pump. That's a second goal of the afternoon, and how exciting for the Norwegians. The Germans definitely came into this game the hot favourites, but Norway really hanging with them, and they're able to draw it even 3-3. They'll take a quick break, and so will we. We'll be back with you shortly. Okay, we are back out here after that timeout in the second quarter. This is a hugely exciting game so far. Norway managing to hang with the Germans. 3-3 in this first half. But really surprised to see Norway allowing a free German player. I think they got lucky there.
I think they're sending an extra person down on defense behind that restraining line, as the Germans are all over this midfield player here.
Yeah, I just think Jakulski's got that skill to be able to put the ball where she wants. I wouldn't be leaving a free circle player. Always would match up one-on-one where possible, especially when you've got someone as skilled as Jakulski.
Yeah, you would assume they would bring that attacker above the restraining line. And the ball will go back into the stick of Andrea Granerud here. Looks like a check across the body here from Team Germany.
And apologies for the slight freeze in this stream. We should be back with you momentarily.
Yeah, electricity cut down on the field. So if you can say that electrical problem, no electricity.
We're just experiencing some electrical problems, unfortunately, on field 3. Our technical team are doing everything they can to bring this stream back to you as soon as possible. So please bear with us here.
And I think we should be in the final seconds almost of this quarter. Tala Solfield's last goal was at the 27-minute mark, so we'll be winding down here as well. Shouldn't miss too much action.
Welcome back, everyone, to this exciting match between Germany and Norway. One of the playing games today with the winning team advancing to the quarterfinals. Now, just an update on the technical situation as we did cut out just before half-time. Unfortunately, the electricity has gone down here at Field 3, so we're not able to bring you the usual stream. However, we have found some makeshift solution here. So this will be brought to you on an iPhone. I think amazing to find some kind of solution so we can bring this to you guys back home. Huge apologies for not being able to bring the same quality of stream, but we have tried to be creative and get you some form of solution to being able to watch this match. We are also watching this on a screen. We're not there live at the fields, so it'll be a little bit hard for us to call names and numbers, but we will absolutely do our best. The only other update to bring you that you missed, in addition to that Norway goal, was that Germany have been issued a yellow card. So Norway currently a player up, and scoring that goal, it was Tala Solfield. It will be her third goal of the game. So we resume back here on the iPhone, doing everything we can to bring you coverage of this playing game. As a great save there from the German goalkeeper. And a nice cheeky little ground ball pass there, roll pass.
Yeah, and I think you can see that Germany's done a great job of taking the number one scorer on Team Norway, Anine Jonseth, out of this game so far. She hasn't had any opportunity to get that ball in the net despite being on field, so they've done their homework, I'll say that.
Germans hot favourites coming into this game. I have a sneaky feeling that they might step up the quality of their play this afternoon.
Yeah, despite Team Norway surprising, I think, 2 teams in a row now, what we've seen is the struggle to maintain that energy, maintain that endurance throughout the second half. So I fully expect we're going to see the best that Team Germany can give in this game to come out on top here, because it's just critical for their not only Europe placing, but advancing to that World Championship.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Anna. What we have seen is Norway playing a few stellar first halves, but we've yet to see them put 2 halves together of stellar lacrosse, as that is a fantastic feed in there. It was Gessinger who's missing high. So yeah, interesting to see if Norway have learned from their mistakes and are able to put together a strong second half. But despite the scoreline, the Germans are looking a stronger team, just not able to convert on their opportunities.
Nice little fake there from Germany. It looked like she was initially going to send that as a feed into the middle of the 15, and instead said, nope, we're going to send it behind and see if we can roll instead. Nice move.
Oh, and a really nice move underneath there from the Germans. They've tried that a couple of times today, but haven't quite been able to connect.
It's a tough angle. And a key thing to know about this goalie, Kina Ødegaard, is that she is left-handed. So you have to adjust where those, your internal understanding of what the offside, what the weak side of the goalie is going to be, is going to be opposite.
So we are at full strength again, 6v6. The yellow card is released, and the ball in the stick of the Norwegians. Some nice pressure there from Germany. We've seen them be really successful when they have been pressuring on the clear. And here comes the pressure to the Norwegian defender. She struggled with that, and as if by magic, that strong German ride really paying off, and the Norwegian player just needs to pass that ball off a little bit quicker.
Yep, great pressure there. And I think when Germany turns it on, it's in the midfield where you see the biggest difference. It's not necessarily pounding in goal after goal. It's that midfield ride and midfield clearing their own ball up safely.
And again, the Germans turning it over. This is up and down lacrosse at the moment.
And you can see that ponytail of Sofia Jakolski, such a key player in this tournament so far for Germany, locking in and looking to make that goal.
And looking to do it all herself here is Jakolski.
She's looking to use all 3 of those defenders there as a screen, cut off the sideline of the goalie. But Norway is going to come up with possession as that pass goes wide.
Yeah, I actually think that was a shot. I think she took a shot there, and that's 2 times in a row that the Germans haven't backed the shot up. That is not something that head coach Stanford will be very happy with. We always talk about that as being one of kind of the unforgivable offences in lacrosse, not backing up a shot. There's never an excuse not to have a backed up shot. But Norway able to clear this time, able to get past that tough German ride. And the Norwegians now settling the ball behind. A nice little split move there.
And you can see Anina and Tala working here behind net to see if they can repeat the success that Tala's seen so far with these crease rolls. But great defense by Germany there, forcing that ball to bobble out of the stick. And a wonderful save there too by the goalie, reading that low shot.
Yeah, but good job to corral the ball there. And I do believe it is number 6 in goal for the Germans, Selina Aniolik. And she makes another save there.
Nice little feed there by Norway, but the goalie is able to pay attention and watch that ball.
Yeah, 2 great saves in a row there from Aliolik. Just another apologies. We've been saying it throughout the broadcast, but largely from my side, and apologies for any mispronunciation. I have to say neither my Norwegian or German is particularly strong, so doing the best job that I can.
Wonderful opportunity here, but that's going to be read well by Kina Odegaard. She looks to clear this ball up as soon as possible before that defense in the midfield takes over, but I think that's going to go a little bit too far with Germany earning that possession back.
And we're just seeing too many errors from the Norwegian team this second half. We've said that they've struggled to put 2 halves of lacrosse together. They're making the turnovers, but when they are, they're throwing the ball away.
I think they're getting a little bit lucky with these German shots not being totally on target. One thing they did struggle with yesterday was shot decisions and where they were sending the ball in the net, so that's one improvement I think we've seen, but still this German goalie knows what she's looking for and has really prevented them from increasing the score here.
Yeah, so I think for Norway the story is unforced errors, and for Germany the story is being able to convert their opportunities. But the positive to take from the Germans is that they are creating these opportunities. Some really good ones, in fact. As Jukulski drives in.
Great defensive pickup there by number 4, Sigrid Nestergaard.
Germans with the ball behind her. Passing it off to Charlotte Jukulski. She's got a couple of goals today. Weaving and twirling with the stick as Ortmann beats her defender and makes absolutely no mistake there. Finishes it, bottom left-hand corner. And that is Devon Ortmann with her first goal of the afternoon.
We've seen that a couple of times this tournament. Devon Ortmann just able to power through and have strong footwork. You could see she caught that Norwegian defender a little bit by surprise with those twisted toes, but wonderful goal there from the German team.
And Devon Ortmann, one of the younger members of this team, she played last summer for Team Germany at the Under-21 European Championships in Prague and is currently playing her lacrosse in Colorado, at Colorado College. So I think that's a timeout on the field called. Not sure which team called it, but the score's dead even, 4-4, Germany-Norway. Just a reminder that we have been experiencing a few technical difficulties here on pitch 3. So this is currently being filmed off an iPhone. We are doing our best, doing everything we can to bring you live coverage from the European Championships here on all fields. We will be able to amend that technical issue once the electricity comes back on from field 3. But for now, you have still some commentary. I'm Sophie Keens-Roberts, joined by Arne Peterson, and you still have some pictures as well. So 4-4 is the score. This potentially a closer match than predicted. The Germans having had a really strong tournament so far. But the story of this second half has been short, but Germany with just the sole goal of the second half. Struggling to convert on their opportunities, but they did there with that Ortmann goal. And Norway struggling to hang on to possession and making one too many unforced errors. So the players back off. And the score 4-all, Germany, Norway. An exciting one on our hands here as again we see a Yokolski to Yokolski twin system draw combination. Sophia pulling that draw out to Charlotta.
Beautiful confidence there on that draw.
I just wonder if we're about to see the Germans pull away here. With a nice strong drive. I thought she might have taken that. I thought she had her hands free enough, but Germans taking some time, settling it down, working for the best possible opportunity is what their coaching staff will no doubt be saying.
So a little risky there. It looked like Norway gave that German player on the crease a little bit too much room. Could have been an opportunity there for Team Germany, but we're going to see them try to move this ball upfield.
And we are able to see the German team connecting here. Oh, just as I said.
There from the Norwegian team, but Germany laser focused on that ball.
And it isn't as if the Norwegians haven't had their chances. They really have, but they haven't been able to tighten up and string together enough passes to take advantage of their opportunities. Just too many unforced errors from the Norwegian team. Ball back to Yokolski. She was our player to watch this game, and she is given a flag, so it will be Yokolski who goes to the free position line after a little too aggressive from the Norwegian defence, being called for a push. We've actually...
I feel like there was another whistle there. It looks like she slowed down her movement there, and that's going to be a card, it looks like, on number 21, Pernille Ronlien. Her first of the game.
You see her just putting her hands out in surprise. She didn't think that was a card. From our angle, we couldn't probably see it well enough. But Yokolski, who has been so fatal on these free position marks, is sent to the hash for a great opportunity. Isn't able to convert, but is pushed on the shot. And I think they will bring it back. She'll have another opportunity.
Well, hopefully she'll be able to walk this off. It looks like a little bit sore in the ankle there.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen Yokolski go to the ground in the last 2 minutes, falling to the ground almost like the Titanic.
Let's not compare to the Titanic. We can give some other analogies, I think, in this game. And another shot wide there for the Germans. You can see the Norwegians are excited about that.
But Germany able to pick it back up as Yokolski falls to the ground again. And I think they are being really physical on her because they know what a strong player she is, right?
And that is a great little stick, not interception, but knockdown there by the defense. They're going to try and retain this ball, but Germany is just able to take it back into those sticks.
So Germans here with a long possession. They are still a player up. Norway serving a yellow card offence. So the Germans really just looking for the best possible opportunity here. Another shooting space called.
Yeah, and you can see, I think, number 34 slowing her footwork down there, hoping to avoid that, but a little bit too close. It's too dangerous if she decides to go for that shot with her right hand there.
I wonder if she'll pass it off there to that completely free Pep. Another fantastic save.
Is that another call? It looks like it was. I think Norway's going to have to keep their heads up here because we have seen the refs start to issue cards that they feel like they're giving out. Oh no, it's going to be goalie ball here.
I have to say that the Norwegian goalkeeper, Odegaard, is doing a really great job in cage. I mean, they both are. They've both only allowed 4 goals, which, comparing to the other games we've seen in this championships and generally in lacrosse, 4-all in the third quarter is a pretty low-scoring game, meaning that both keepers and both defences are doing a really good job, making it tough.
Nice advantage there, call there from the official. You could see she had a lot of momentum coming into that attack player. And I think she's going to get that hash mark. We're going to see a card here, I think on number 6 or number 8.
Just a reminder,
Team Germany.
Just a reminder, we are watching this off a slightly different stream, being filmed on an iPhone, so we can make sure that we're bringing you all of the action live from this championships. So apologies if we can't quite see the numbers. But so Germany having gone from being a player up, not able to convert, to now Norway having the player up advantage.
And I think they're going to have to keep their shoulders low here and make sure they make use of this. And we're not able to see if Germany beat them to that ball, but they were fast. Looks like the Norwegians were able to come up with it before getting to the goal line. Sorry.
And a wide open cutter.
And that is a great finish there, I think, by number 19, Anniken Haug Hemstad from Team Oslo in the capital city.
So Norway not having much possession in this half so far, but when they have had it there, they've managed to capitalise on that player-up opportunity. So we see another timeout called.
And I think we have just about 2 minutes left in this quarter.
So 2 minutes left. Both teams now taking some time out. A reminder that this is a playing game here at the European Championships. The winner of this match will go on to face Scotland in the quarterfinals tomorrow and will also keep their hopes of qualification for the World Championships champions bracket. So the top 16 teams in the world will now play in a Division 1 World Championships, and the winner of this game will keep their hopes alive of being able to partake in that. The loser, unfortunately, will not be able to qualify. So quite a lot of riding on this match, actually. As we can see here, just a reminder of who is on the field from both teams. And Anna, what have you made of this match? From my perspective, I have to say I'm surprised at the scoreline.
I am as well. And I think we're seeing plenty of errors from both teams here. I think they're both trying to convert those goals at every opportunity they have, but we've seen a lot of missed shots there from the Germans, and I think we've seen a lot of missed opportunities not taken necessarily by the Norwegian offense, or even though this is very back and forth, I think we are seeing Germany dominate on the possession game. So it's one of these situations where I think the momentum can shift on a dime, and both teams are going to, I think the biggest battle for both teams is going to be keeping those nerves in check. Because when people get scrappy, when this game is so important, that's when you have errant checks, that's when you have too much body pressure and too many, this is the last time you want to have yellow cards popping up in your game.
Yeah, and I think, with this new qualification into the World Championships, this is a relatively new type of pressure that teams are feeling, not something that the veterans on the team are able to explain how to deal with or anything like that. So a fair bit of pressure for both these teams.
And number 16, Andrea Granerud, will come up with that draw.
Still plenty of time left in this game. We think a couple of minutes left in this quarter. But of course, a whole fourth quarter still to play. Truly is anyone's game.
And Germany will come up with that ground ball. Missed opportunity there for Norway. As you can see, Anina Jonseth get her stick up in that passing lane, trying to prevent any last-minute drives here by the Germans.
So Germany now with the ball. This is Neubauer. She has 1 goal today.
Apologies for any whistle sounds you may be picking up on our mics. The Czech Republic and Latvia are warming up on the field next to us.
And so the Germans here just waiting for their card to expire.
And possibly, run out the clock. I think we have less than a minute here in this third quarter. They'd love to finish this, evening it out, and starting fresh 0-0 mindset in this fourth quarter.
So Germany still a player down, which is one of the reasons for them running this clock down.
And I can understand Norway not pressuring out here because there are so many different threats here on this German team. We've had 4 different scorers. And the player here, Devin Ortman, I think we see, a good variation of skill of these U21 players making their debuts on these squads. And she just has such a wonderful physical presence and drive and aggression there on the attack. She's equally a threat as any of these other veterans here you see on this German team.
Yeah, Ortman's been fantastic all tournament. I completely agree. As it is Jokolski. their young star, trying to go one-on-one, but that is strong one-on-one defense from the Norwegians. But that a great feed from the top.
Absolutely gorgeous. That's exactly what they needed in these closing seconds of the third quarter. And I think Norway's going to have to really lock in on this fourth quarter to keep things even.
Yeah, and the Germans just managing to penetrate through that Norwegian defense. Goal attributed to number 12, Yul Nubar. That is her second of the game in what has been a really low-scoring affair this afternoon. So 5-all. Not long left in this quarter. In fact, not long left at all.
Yep.
As that is the end of the third quarter. We will leave you here, 5-all. We'll be back for that fourth and final quarter to determine who will face Scotland in the quarterfinals. You won't want to miss that. Okay, we are back out on field 3. We fixed the technical difficulties, so you now have a stream on camera versus an iPhone. As this is a really exciting playoff game that we've got on our hands here.
Yeah.
The winner, of course, advancing to play Scotland tomorrow in the quarterfinals and also keeping their hopes of being in the World Championships Division 1 competition alive.
And I see already here, you see the speed of the German passing already picked up. So I think it's going to be so interesting to see what strategies each team uses here. So much of this final quarter is going to be a mental game.
And Jankowski here, the superstar for the Germans. I think every quarter we've just been wondering which is the quarter where Germany are going to pick this up.
Lucky there for the Norwegians, and you can see the goalie is frustrated. She knows she should have had more coverage there inside the 15.
But this, potentially the most exciting game that we have commentated on all tournament, entering the fourth and final quarter in a game that's all tied up at the moment, 5-all. And that is a right-handed crease drive from number 29, Luna Mulhans.
And you can see her really taking advantage of the fact that that left side of the goal is going to be the weak side for this goalie. Not too much power on that shot. It was just perfectly placed.
Yeah, placed, and she did a really good job of using the bounce. There's a great bounce on this field 3. It's a bit more of an artificial turf than the grass that we see on fields 1 and 2 here at Championships. So although there was not much pace on it, she made good use of the bounce. And Germany taking the lead here, 6-5.
Paulina Friedenen, number 5 on the draw. Hasn't really been able to take advantage of that height she's got, almost 6 feet tall. So has been a big help in these center circles for the past few games. But number 1, Sofia Jakolski, confidently coming up with that ground ball as Germany has another strong attack down this midfield.
Jakolski has been fantastic on the draw circle today. The Germans definitely edging out the Norwegians in the battle of the draw circle. That being said, we haven't seen that many draw controls because it's been such a low-scoring game.
Great grab there by Devin Ortman. Just too much coverage there in the 15, but we've got a flag or I think she might get a shooting space on this call. With number 34, Sigrid Solheim.
I thought she was raising a card there, but that was not correct.
No, I think she was directing something.
Yeah, not deserving of a card, that play. Oh, and nice quick passing from the Germans. They weren't able to corral it.
Beautiful feeds there. Great awareness for that second pass, third pass, keeping the goalie, keeping her eyes moving.
Yeah, and that's so frustrating for the Norwegians. They will be kicking themselves. They did all the hard work in the defence. The goalkeeper managed to pick it up and just wasn't able to hold on to that ball as they transitioned it out. So ball back with Germany. A missed opportunity there for Team Norway. As the Germans working this around the outside.
Shot wide. I think the question for Norway in this quarter is going to be, when do we make that decision to push out on defense and create some more high-stress situations, maybe create some off passes and capitalize on those ground balls if possible.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Norway in this competition play a high-pressure style of defence. And it does mean that they're letting the Germans have it all their way.
Wonderful stop there by Kina Odegaard. Sidearm there from number 1, Sofia Jakolski. Can be hard to track there, but she sent it to that strong side of the goalie. And it looks like we have something changing a bit here. Is this going to be German ball? It looks like it. I'm not sure what happened there.
No, we can't see from this angle exactly what happened.
Ooh.
But frustrating for Team Norway. They're not able to maintain possession of the ball.
They're not sending anyone behind, so it must be a minor foul outside the 15.
And the Germans will be happy with this. Another chance for them to extend their lead to 2. You can see there they were motioning to get the ball around, take some time off the clock. And I have to say, despite only being up by 1, they're looking comfortable, the Germans. They're able to dictate exactly what they want to do themselves.
Nice awareness here for the slide there from Anniken Midtun, ready to slide in. It's so much more difficult with this 15-meter. Hard to cheat because that 3-second call is waiting for you at the same time.
You see Marlene Steyer directing traffic. She is free in there, grabs the ball. Oh!
And I think that is a save at the very last possible moment before it crossed the line. Beautiful shot choice there by Germany, though.
Yeah, Steyer had a flag on that, though. If she had perhaps known, she might have just pulled it out and worked for a slightly better opportunity, because that backhand shovel pass shot, whilst it might have been nice if it went in, it's a low percentage shot opportunity, and she might have had a better one if she'd have waited for that flag.
I think Norway will get an advantage call there for a push, and it's going to be essential that they capitalize on this as much as possible, because we know that with the length of these transitions and the length of these possessions, we're going to... Oh, I'm not going to get a call for that.
I was surprised not to see a call there.
I say we've seen that call quite a bit, I think, in this tournament. Nice attempt at a double team here by Team Norway. They're going to get both a push and a check across the body there, so it'll be Sofia Jakolski sending that ball further down the sideline.
But let's give some credit here to the German redefense. It's just been phenomenal all afternoon. Really limited Norway's possession time. They have dominated possession throughout the game, despite only being able to take the lead by 1 goal. The ball has largely been in the sticks of German players. But the reason why Norway are still in this game is thanks to their goalkeeper. Number 20, Odegaard, has just been a stone wall in goal for them today. I would love to see her save percentage and maybe number of saves, because she is keeping the Norwegians in this game.
And that was number 21, Pernille Ronglien, taking that over the restraining line and then popping back for a midfielder to take her place. And we're going to have to see Norway use a lot of protection on the top of that 15-meter. Germany keeping those attackers close on that restraining line to double up.
Norway taking some time here. It's the first attacking possession we've seen them have in quite some time. Being hounded by Peterson there, Amelie Peterson, one of the German captains.
Oh, and that looked... Oh, I think it's going to be a detaining call on Norway. But it looks like...
There's an official's timeout here. I think they've both got different calls.
I saw a little bit of stick movement there from the ball carrier after she lost that ball, going a little bit into the body. So we'll see. They're going to do a throw, offsetting fouls. This is the second throw we've seen today. I think we've seen one the whole tournament and then two in back-to-back games.
So when there are two offsetting fouls, the rules in international lacrosse are that we will have a throw. In NCAA lacrosse, it is alternating possession. So here, an opportunity for both teams to regain possession. And that is just a great job by number 3, Pauline Limburg. Sorry, Sien Unulu, number 3 for the German team, who carries that across. So Germans back in their attacking third.
I think just about 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go here.
And I think they will be disappointed for the number of conversions of opportunities to goals that they have had this match. They have had the vast majority of possession, but just haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the net as much as they would have liked.
Great reaction there by the Norwegian defense. But look at this, she's going to have almost a clear roll, but they were able to get that defense back in good body positioning. Double pick almost here, looking for that give and go right in the middle. And Kina is able to stop that wonderful ground ball pick up there by Team Norway, but unfortunate overthrow, and Germany is going to take that right back and say, no, we are not done yet.
Yeah, and that's just another error for the Norwegians. They doing all the hard work, making the stops, forcing the low percentage shots, but then just throwing the ball straight back to the German team. So ball with number 31, Marlene Steyer.
Yeah. Great credit to the defense, though. You can see they're making these slides. They're preventing those strong shots. The shots that have gone on goal and have gone into the net have been extreme. They've been beautiful to watch.
A lot of this German team playing their lacrosse in Germany. Steyer, who number 31 previously mentioned, plays for Frankfurt and actually featured in a Sean Paul video once, which is a cool fun fact about her. It is Charlotte Jakolski.
Defense trying to split here, and Kina loves to make that move. Stick right up in the passing lane, denying that easy feed in front of the crease. Can't afford to lose these passes here. Norway, let's say, luckily with the backup, they will get that back. I think a little bit of contact there from Team Germany. 5 and a bit to go.
Yeah, I think that Norway will be breathing a sigh of relief there. That was really lucky that they were awarded possession. They've struggled to make the most of the ball when they have had it in their sticks. It is a timeout here called by Norway. Germany leading just by 1. Both teams competing for a spot in the quarterfinals. We're going to take a quick break as the players take on some water, and we'll be back with you in a second. So we're here in the fourth and final quarter of this really close matchup between Team Norway and Team Germany. The Germans leading this match by 1. And that is how they have been so successful this match, applying high pressure to the Norwegians, turning the ball over time and time again.
Yeah, number 18 here, Anine Jonseth, so effective in these past matchups against these really higher seeded teams in this tournament, and they've been able to really prevent her from converting that possession into goals when she's had the ball in her stick.
So Norway looking for an equaliser. They have led for much of this game.
Oh, and Tala Solfjell will get her 4th of the day. Nope.
I think that goal was number 19.
Let the cameras correct us if we can.
Yeah, I think that was Anniken Hemstad. Number 19 for the Norwegian team.
And it was. And that'll be her 3rd for the day. And I think that's her highest scoring percentage in this tournament so far per game.
Fantastic. And that is an equaliser. So we're 6-all here, Germany, Norway.
4 minutes left on the clock, I believe.
God, this is close.
And that's going to be Norwegian possession. This is key for them right now. They've got to keep those shoulders low. Germany is going to be after them on every pass they make here.
Yeah, and they'll really be applying some high pressure. I suppose the one thing the Germans need to be careful is the last thing that they want in these last few minutes of the match would be a card. And that is always a risk when you play high pressure defence. But Norway probably feeling the pressure to make sure they can clear the ball successfully, something they've struggled to do throughout this match. They're really taking their time, but they look tentative.
Waiting for that safe pass to open up. Can't see if it made it safely into a stick there, but they're taking it out wide.
Yes, it did. And that is Solfield. A couple of goals on the day today already for her.
Anine Jonseth not able to get anything in the cage this game so far. Great defense there by whoever has had her marked up this game.
And the Norwegians just being patient. They know there's not long left. They know they need a 100% opportunity. And the Germans doing a good job of marking tightly.
No ties allowed in this championship play. We would go straight into overtime if we don't see any action here in the next 2.5 minutes.
And I think that the Germans will just be really conscious to try and prevent that roll underneath from behind. And apologies for any technical difficulties here. We are just as frustrated as you are because this is a tense moment in this match. Just bear with us whilst we try and get a stream back to you. And huge apologies here for the technical difficulties we are experiencing. We are well aware that it is 6-all in a close game here, so we're doing everything we can to bring you the live pictures. And also, points defense isn't updated for the... And we are back with you. God, we were holding our breath here because we also couldn't see anything. Doing our best here. As unfortunately, you can see the streaming is struggling here at this crucial point.
And we're back. I think if I read that body language before our last little freeze, it looked like Germany was awarded a penalty shot, but it looks like we have Team Norway possession here with number 5. No, I'm sorry, that's not number 5, but with the Norwegian defense.
And there can't be long left in this match now. The score currently sitting at 6-all. This a crucial match. An opportunity to play Scotland in the quarterfinals for the winner awaits.
Sigrid Neskarud taking that ball upfield, passing it into number 7, Christina McGrory. And she will look for a safe option here. Germany hungry for that ball. Norway just able to keep it inbounds.
And I think that they will be pushing quickly. We've got our internal timer here. And that is
end of the quarter, and I think that's going to be our first overtime of this tournament.
That is end of regulation here. I would have liked to have seen the Norwegians with a little bit more awareness that the regulation time was about to expire. Would have been good to see them get a shot off before that. But the score is now 6-all, Germany-Norway, in this playoff game over on field 3. We will have overtime for the first time this tournament. It will be a sudden death overtime. So first goal wins.
In 2 4-minute quarters or periods.
So the teams will play out for 4 minutes. If there is no goal at the end of 4 minutes, they will have a chance to have a quick regroup, and then they will go out again. And this will continue until a goal is scored. Tense times as the officials are bringing in the team captains to talk them through this procedure. God, I feel nervous for both of these teams.